Well, thank you for staying with us. Currency flotation, the introduction of VAT, and two huge hikes in custom tariffs have pushed inflation into Egypt to historic high above 23%, making way to local production to flourish. Micheal, Dibie, and William Bayiha with the details.
Currency flotation, the introduction of VAT, and two huge hikes in custom tariffs have pushed inflation in Egypt to historical highs above 23%, making way for local production to flourish. Chief Executive Office of a chocolate maker in the country, Congo, says business is booming, adding that production had risen 19% in 2016 from the previous year. Egyptian products were able to prove themselves in the market at the same quality of imported goods and also importer of chocolate. Say, for example, products from Turkey. After the flotation of the currency, it became hard for importers to sell the chocolate at the old prices. The pound's fluctuation and ensuring increase in tariffs on more than 300 products shipped from abroad have hit importers hard, but the measures have been a boon for domestic manufacturers such as Congo. According to the manager of hypermarket chain, Sami Salama, switching to local products has increased by 90%, mainly because of the price difference.
The decision to float led to an increase in all prices. All prices in Egypt have recently gone up by 80%. There isn't one customer who walks in without complaining. Things that used to cost £1 now cost £5, and whatever used to cost £5 is now £10.
With Egypt long dependent on imports, the trend suggests the government's efforts to narrow a big trade deficit and boost domestic industries are starting to work.
There's no doubt that in all fields, not just the cosmetic industry, Egyptians have always chosen imported products over the local. But because of the increase in prices of imported goods, Egyptians are now forced to turn to local products, which have become more affordable.
A government official said the deficit had narrowed by 17.4% compared with 2015. As the unofficial figures suggest, the weaker pound is also helping Egyptian exporters.
And now to Congo, an oil-dependent nation with falling oil prices. SARIS, a sugar production company, is one of the ways the country is diversifying its economy. This sector not only offers job opportunities to thousands, it also exports produce across the continent. Jean-David Mahamle and Kenneth Kauri reports.
Like thousands of workers, Alphonse is working on the 12,000 hectares plantation belonging to the country's sugar production industry called SARIS. Production has grown from 19,000 tons in 1991 to the current high of 70,000 tons. The industry is offering opportunities to hundreds of people following the collapse of oil prices. This work allows us to feed the small family that you have. It's through this that you are able to survive. And it's through this that you're able to overcome the difficulties that we face. In its ambition to expand, SARIS has sought and obtained special favors from the government to enable it to increase its sugar production. Given the important investment, which of course have been helped by the Congolese state, we have reached a level of 70,000 tons. But we are still hoping to improve production so that we can fast reach 90,000 tons and proceed to a high of 100,000 tons. Special agreements have been signed to give the SARIS Congo some advantages in order to reach this target of 100,000 tons in 2018. Most of the sugar that is produced by SARIS Congo is sold on the Congolese market. But there is an opportunity offered by the CMAC markets, which have enabled the company to export 10,000 tons of sugar in Chad and the Central African Republic. The company is hoping to export even more quantity to its neighbors, and which will be a welcome relief for the country that is keen to diversify from the oil industry.
And that does it for this week's edition. You can interact with us via our social media platforms, both in English and French. Join us same time next week. Thanks and goodbye.